Hey, what's good, everyone? The name is Hurvey, Segoai, but some of you guys might know me as Cozmic Indiago, and welcome to a brand new episode of the For the Billion podcast. Now make some motherfucking noise. Amazing stuff, man. Let's get straight into it. Today, I'm going to give you guys a life update about what's been happening and why I've been inconsistent, because I know a whole lot of you people were asking me what's happening with the podcast, when is a new episode coming out, and all of that stuff, and I owe you guys an explanation. So definitely I will be doing that. And then also I'll be talking to you guys about what triggered me recently that happened in my life, about chasing my dreams and all that stuff, just essentially touching base on the actual reason why we started this podcast. And like I did say in the other episodes, that I am an actual human being, so I go through whatever you guys are going through. I'm not perfect. I'm not this magnificent creature that does everything perfectly. So definitely I'll be just jumping straight into it with you guys, letting you know what's been happening, what's been bothering me, what's been triggering me, and essentially giving you guys feedback on what's been happening lately on the journey to becoming a billionaire. So first things first, life update. Guys, man. I'm so sorry. So the main reason why I haven't been podcasting, I guess, or being that active on socials, but recently I have. So some people might actually see, Jorge, the boy's back, the boy's focused, the boy's doing his thing. And some of the brands that I've been working with for a couple of years now also came back, which I'm super grateful for. That's why it's super important to build amazing relationships with all brands and people that you meet more like thing, because you never know who they might be 5 years from now. And another reason why life has been trapping the boy. So I decided to get a 9 to 5, man. Let's talk about this. I decided to get a 9 to 5 because I saw, listen, Opela were expensive, okay? And I wanted to figure out something fresh, something new. And I was like, you know what? I need to go out there, get a job, and then see what the hype is. Like, gahle, where's the boy supposed to be? Because I think for the longest time, I've always had like this battle with media and my purpose and all of that stuff. And I realized that I connect really well with people, and some people genuinely love hearing my voice. And I realized that that's probably my tool. That's my purpose, to motivate people, to inspire people, to make sure that I give people a sense of hope and a sense of direction and a sense of motivation in their daily lives. So people that know me personally know that I've been struggling with the whole Cozmic Indiago persona and Hurvey Segoai. Okay, so some people might think it's two different people, and it's not. I'm the same person. Okay, so when I say I'm Hurvey Segoai, just know it's more corporate. It's more, brand orientated and stuff like that. And when it's Cozmic is more entertainment, MCing, radio, all of that stuff, right? And I had the biggest what is it called? Personality something. I think it clash or something along those lines. And for the longest time, it's been irritating me. But I've decided to just overcome it, man, and just accept everything for what it is, and accept my growth, and accept that I'm not in control of every single thing in my life. Some things are just better off unfolded by the greater powers of the universe and God, or whoever you guys worship. Guys, sorry about my voice. I'm drinking tea because it's been disappointing me lately, which is kind of crazy because I'm getting back on radio soon. But you guys will find out everything about that on my social media. So follow the boy. Please make sure. Please go follow my Instagram, guys. Like my stuff, because man, I'm trying to get momentum back. Okay, so we'll get back into that soon. Anyway, so I got a 9 to 5. I was working at a retail. I know. And the experience was amazing, man. I met a lot of people. I got to figure myself out. I got to see my strengths and my weaknesses as far as human interaction goes, and how I orchestrate myself around people. And yeah, I learned a lot about myself from that journey. However, I had to stop because I realized it's not me, because every single person I met was like, what are you doing here? It's not for you. And these are people that don't even know who I am, right? These are people that just bumped into me, probably met me somewhere, probably in one aisle, doing something, fixing something. And they would ask me like, what are you doing here? You don't belong here. You know what I mean? Or probably they'd hear me speak and think, oh my God, you have such an amazing voice. Why are you here? Your success is somewhere else. And I've met a whole lot of spiritual people also, that spiritual well, I think, let's say, well, in South Africa, we all know I'm a sangoma and stuff, like ngahlangana and stuff, and they did guide me in a way. They just told me like, you're not supposed to be here. Your success is somewhere else, and it's waiting for you, and you keep delaying yourself, right? So I made the jump, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I think I'm just gonna commit myself 100%. So I was sitting down with a friend of mine that just told me, go 100%, man. You know, like I think when you are creative or when you're starting a business or when you're doing anything that's new and you're doing something that's good for you, you tend to not treat it like a 9 to 5, which is crazy because you should. The amount that like the amount of hours that you put in when you do something for someone else is the amount of hours you should put in when you do something for yourself. And yes, procrastination is definitely going to be there. You're going to feel demotivated sometimes and feel like, nah, this is not for me, this and the third. Yeah, no, don't treat it like that. That's the main reason why a lot of people don't make it. Because the one thing that I've studied is that consistency and discipline is literally the key to success. That's it. You can literally do anything consistently and discipline yourself to educating yourself and making sure that you know every single thing about your industry or that particular thing that you're interested in. And trust me, you are going to make it. And that's that on that. Because as soon as I hopped back onto social, started posting, started talking to people, literally, bro, everyone that I've worked with was like, yo, let's do this. Yo, welcome back. Yo, we've been waiting, you know? And that felt amazing. So I needed that support. And some of you guys might struggle with that. That's why I think it's super important that whenever you end a relationship, especially if it's work-wise, make sure it ends on a good note and then you guys can take it from there. But also another thing that I want to talk about is the death of Chris Kazadi. He's the CEO of Click Media and he's also a media personality in South Africa. We went to the same school because I went to the Hill High School and he was a few grades ahead of me. I've been following his journey and his success essentially, man. I think he was speaking at the Forbes 30 under 30, top 30. Yeah, that you guys know the goal, like Forbes. I mean, that's where we at. So I was super inspired. Him and Zeus Omega, he's the, I think, co-founder of Creative Corner. Both amazing gents, but Chris Gazadi recently passed away. I don't really want to get into the details of that, but that for me, with watching his journey, watching how he grew and how he's been carrying himself as a brand, kind of triggered me because that's when I realized how short life is. There was the whole Ricky Rick saga about him also passing away that got to me a little bit, but I think it was more about like depression and stuff like that. So for me, I don't mean to be like insensitive and stuff. I mean, for me personally, I don't really suffer from depression. So I think I understood where he came from when it comes to the industry, but more emotionally, I didn't understand it. So I think it wasn't that big for me. And then when Chris died, I was just like, fuck, man. Life is so short. You genuinely don't know what would happen tomorrow. Like, live your dream. You understand? And live like today's your last day because you genuinely don't know what's going to happen. And if the book of life is dropped on your hands right now and you're just like, okay, this is your book, write your ending so we can just dump this quickly. I wouldn't want to be at a retail store or doing something that I don't like. You know, I'd rather end off my book on a high note, on doing something that I actually like. And when I was watching the careers and watching all of these people grow, I was just like, bro, shout out to living your life to the fullest. That way, when you die one day, you know for a fact, I was pushing and I was actually doing what actually made me happy and not something that somebody else forced me to do. You know what I mean? And I'm sure a lot of you guys will probably struggle with that also. Maybe family members telling you, it's time to get a job. It's time to do that. I just think, no, man, life is too short, man. Like being stuck doing something that you don't even like. No ways. Ain't no way about it. Right? Anyway, that triggered me and it got me in my feels. And I cried, actually. I genuinely cried because in that very moment, I realized that I don't want to live a half full life. I don't want to live a mediocre life. I don't want to just survive. I don't want to do things just for now. I genuinely want to give 100% in every single thing I do, and I want to make sure that I'm happy. And of course, I've been dealing with my own personal things, and I'm still dealing with them, but I don't think that should stop me from what I want to achieve in life. Genuinely, I find that crazy. So the one thing that I could literally say to you guys, maybe something that you can take away from this, is back to my vision board, my rule number 2 on my morals and standards. If you won't give 100%, don't do it at all. Genuinely. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your energy. Don't waste your talent. Don't waste your God-given mind on things that genuinely are not fruitful for you or your mental health. Okay? Because life is so short, guys. Life is so short. And if I live a short-lived life, like if I die at a young age, I hope to God I did everything that I wanted to do before I actually like hit the dust. You know what I mean? Because guys, no man. Popular has a group chat, man. And you can't live like I have tomorrow. You know, it's okay, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it next year, or I'll do it when I'm 30. No, guys. Do it now. Because you don't know what tomorrow holds. You could literally be here today and gone tomorrow. That's how life works. So if you guys are still tuned in, still listening to the boy, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for being consistent, even though I wasn't. But definitely I'm back on the ball and I'm giving you guys 100% in every single thing I do. Follow my social media. It's at Hurvey Segoai on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Anywhere on social media, just follow the boy. I'll drop my handle down below. And then also, I'll be making a few announcements to all my ink family, people that have tattoos and stuff like that. I have news for you guys. And for the people that want me back on radio, I have news for you guys too. So check out my social media. And then brands, you know, the boy is still doing his thing. So people that still want assistance with their brand, growing their brand, building their brand, please DM me. Don't hesitate. Don't be scared. DM me. Let's talk business. Let's rock. Let's build brands. Let's chase our dreams. Let's be optimistic. Let's be positive. Let's just grind until we fucking die. If this life thing is worth it, like I know it is, then definitely drop whatever is not making you happy and chase your dreams. Fuck what anyone says. Be it friends, be it family, be it your partner. Be ready to dub people for your happiness. Okay? Be ready to dub people for your happiness at any given time. Because you only have one life. Live it fully. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for tuning into a brand new episode. And it's basically like a live update on what's been happening. But the next episode definitely will be back to the fruitful conversations, talking about all things media, growth, motivation, and inspiration. This is Before the Billion Podcast, and you guys listening to your boy, Hurvey Segoai, and some people might know me as Cozmic Indiago. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Before the Billion Podcast. Goodbye.